Now at noon, police are searching for the mother of an abandoned baby, where officers found that infant, and the latest in their investigation still ahead.
Enjoying some sunshine now, looking upstream, however, and we're going to have the latest storm timeline coming up in the forecast.
Plus, we are back in Gary, where influencer Keith Lee is helping out during a time of great need in that city, as thousands wait for the power to turn back on. Thousands still in the dark up there, going on 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Dustin Grove. We'll have that coming up, but we begin with the latest on the investigation into a baby found abandoned behind a shopping center. This happened around 7 last night on the southeast side on Thompson Road between Emerson and Arlington. And Metro Police say they believe that baby was intentionally left behind. Our crew at the scene saw officers there going in and out of nearby businesses for a while last night. It's not clear yet exactly where or what the child was found in, but we have learned that they believe the baby to be between a month and 3 months old, and police say he or she was not hurt. So now investigators are working to find the child's mother and how this all happened. We'll have an update for you coming up later today on 13 News at 4. New this afternoon, Indiana Crime Guns Task Force says, and they announced the arrest of a man following a traffic stop. It happened along East 38th and North German Church Road. Officers say they searched a man's car and backpack, and police say they found a gun. Officers arrested him for unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon. The prosecutor's office will make a final decision on charges. An Indianapolis mom is back in the courtroom today, day 2 of the retrial for Tony McClure. She's accused in the death of her own 5-year-old daughter, Kinsley. McClure's attorneys don't deny Kinsley was neglected, but they argue that prosecutors cannot prove McClure actually intended to kill her. Prosecutors say during the last months of Kinsley's life, she was locked inside a closet and deprived of food and water.
Kinsley Welty died because of the systematic, prolonged, and fatal abuse that was inflicted upon her by her mother, the person who was supposed to take care of her.
McClure's boyfriend and mother both pleaded guilty to neglect resulting in death. They are expected to testify against McClure. If convicted, she faces life in prison without parole. Let's take a turn now to the weather on this Tuesday afternoon. Meteorologist Sean Ash with us on another beautiful day out there.
It really is. And, you know, listen, we'll get through tomorrow, late tomorrow, tomorrow evening, and we've got a lot of dry time. Just what we needed here. Yeah. And summer, far from over, by the way. We've got some heat to address, but yes, another sunny day here, Dustin. Mostly here, just a few clouds. That's all we're going to have. Should be a great day to get outdoors. Not overly humid right now. We're starting to see the beginnings of a few fair weather cumulus clouds there. You can see a few of them popping up, but otherwise we're in great shape. A lot of sun. And there's a shot from 70 coming in toward the city there. And let's show you the numbers as we have 75 here in Indy at this hour. Dew point at 56. That's below the line of discomfort, which is 60 degrees. We don't see that changing much today. You'll probably notice it tomorrow. Low to mid 70s at this hour, and we peak right around 80 degrees. So here's our dew points. It's not bad still. Remember, we've had that air where it was 75 to near 80 degrees. That is not what we're dealing with, though if you take that map and compare it to the same time 24 hours ago, a couple of degrees warmer, and so it's starting to inch up just a bit, but overall, great day. Average high is 84. We'll be just a little bit below that, but we'll call it comfortably warm. And then a nice pleasant evening for us as the radar and satellite remains quiet now. But again, we've got some action to the west and northwest. That becomes more of a situation for later tomorrow. I'll have more on that and the heat in the 7-day in a few moments.
All right, we'll see you then. Sean, thank you. As the flooding recedes across central Indiana, we're getting a better picture of where we go from here. That includes in Hamilton County, where leaders say they want to make sure everybody understands what still needs to be done. So let's tell you where things stand. County officials say they have entered into contracts with debris removal companies to get things cleaned up. That means there will be 27 different spots across the county where you can take debris. But here's the thing, they say you've got to sort through everything and separate it into piles, like furniture, appliances, hazardous materials. They've got to be in separate piles, and those are just some of the piles that need to be separated. That's a FEMA rule, and it's needed to get additional funding for cleanup. The county is also reminding everybody if you need assistance, you can register for that by calling 211. Hamilton County leaders also say repairs to the Hazeldell Parkway Bridge are underway. That bridge collapsed during the flooding. I think as we all remember this flooding years from now, that's one of the images that will stick out in so many people's minds right there. Leaders say they're hoping to have a contractor by Thanksgiving, and the decision process could take 60 days. From there, construction would last through most of next year. The city of Carmel is hosting a town hall tonight. It's going to be at Northview Church for anybody who wants information, and that starts at 5:30. Thousands of people in Northwest Indiana have been without power for almost 2 weeks now, and we're taking a look at what's being done to help them as they wait for the lights to come back on. 13 News State House reporter Emily Longnecker was in Gary and brings us the latest.
Yeah, we'll take a look. Thousands have been coming through here. This is Roosevelt's Pavilion on Gary's west side. Thousands have been coming through here to pick up relief kits that mostly include cleaning supplies that folks can use during the recovery. Local food trucks have also been here giving out free meals. Many of these folks lost food and an ability to cook it without power for nearly 2 weeks. Today's event really came together after some well-known people across the country took notice of what was happening in Gary. Thousands of people living without power almost 2 weeks after catastrophic storms came through Northwest Indiana. Among those big names drawing attention to the need for support, Indiana Pacers guard Tyrese Halliburton made a donation. Food critic and media personality Keith Lee was on site Monday, lending his voice to the effort.
I don't take no credit for what it is that we're doing today. It's the Salvation Army, it's God, it's the people who on social media who were advocating for themselves, advocating for the city of Gary, and banding together as a unit, even in the midst of darkness. People who were telling their story and not being afraid.
And while thousands remain without power at this hour, the story here today in Gary is one of community helping each other. Residents say they're thankful for what's become a national spotlight on the situation here.
At last check, just over 1,000 customers are still without power in Northwest Indiana following those severe storms on August 11th. Right now, Indiana is still waiting to see if FEMA will approve Governor Braun's request for an expedited major disaster declaration. That would open up additional assistance from the federal government for 54 counties across our state. The governor estimates total property damage to be between $500 million and $5 billion. In the meantime, applications are being reviewed right now for the State Disaster Relief Fund. You can apply for a $5,000 grant. State officials say they expect to start determining eligibility within the week and then start contacting people to confirm their information to start issuing payments. 13 News has also collected a whole list of resources available to anybody still feeling the impact of these historic floods across Indiana. Just head right there to WTHR.com/flooding. Someone has just gifted $5 million to Marian University to help women behind bars start fresh. The anonymous donation establishes what's called the St. Margaret of Cortina Fund for Dignity and New Beginnings. Organizers say this will assist incarcerated women with education, basic necessities, and resources to help them re-enter society successfully. The initiative stems from a partnership between Marian University and the Indiana Women's Prison. The donor, who wants to remain anonymous, says the gift comes from a belief in education's lasting impact and long-term growth.